Our trip to New York convinced us more than ever that we need to get this truck camper done. The hotels in New York were not as expensive as we thought they would be, but they were more expensive than what we usually pay. The food, however, was really a shocker to us. One morning we spent $64 on breakfast. Typically on these trips, we are in a different hotel room every single night. That takes time, finding the hotel, lugging all our equipment in and out. So we are more than ready to get back to the place where we are taking our home with us.
Today we jump back into the project. First thing is we're gonna set up these sawhorses, make a proper bench and a place where I can cut stuff and leave stuff and tools and all that while we work on it. And you don't even have to measure to make sure it's the same size.
And the reason we have to mute all of these videos is because they're secretly fighting behind the scenes.
That's wood. That's wood. 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 Wood.
Before we start building this up, we need to figure out the dimensions of what goes where. So we're thinking we have to have the toolbox. The generator's another essential item. Got the refrigerator right in here. We gotta have space here for your plumbing and for your sink, which then gives us this room here. This is gonna be drone and video equipment closet. Just basically one closet. So I don't think we need the entire width here for all of that. But we definitely need as much height as possible.
What about in here, this area right there?
I'm gonna just take this out and rebuild it. We're gonna make cubbies that my backpacks can go in.
You have that area for your toolbox.
My toolbox here, yeah.
And so that doesn't leave leave enough room to put the generator.
What we could do is put toolbox next to each other here. Come around here, and the generator's 17.5. Right here.
Can we just put this on the curb and let the scrappers come get it?
Exactly. Nice. The two best tools you can have on a project like this are a breaker bar and a hydraulic hammer.
Got a little helper. It's been raining on and off today, so he doesn't seem to mind. He just stays out here and plays in the rain. As we were leaving our place the next morning, a swallow-tailed kite was soaring above our campground.
Today we're going to build the lower shelf unit and tie into it with the uprights to start building this out. So we got the toolbox, cooler, sink, drone cabinet. I don't have a table saw. I found this extra long ruler, which is kind of a clamp-on guide to guide my saw. So there we go. The plate on the saw is 5 inches to the blade, so I gotta offset this by 5 inches here.
It is steaming hot today here in Alabama, so we're gonna work some this morning, go home for the afternoon, work inside, and then we're gonna come back this evening. Tomorrow we leave for Naples, Florida for a week, so there might not be a truck camper video next week because we're not going to be doing anything now until at least next Wednesday when the video would have to come out.
I need to measure to make some legs to temporarily hold that table up in place and level. I measured the drone box. We are 28 inches deep, which is probably the biggest factor here that I've got to worry about, is do we really have 28 inches? Ugh. Look inside there, SuzAnne, and see how far that's going to project in.
It's going to have to stand up.
It's 16 inches high, so we got plenty of room there. So we stand it up on end, then we've got to have 29 inches wide. That's good here.
Okay.
and 28 inches high. This is our box right here. That's a nice size box.
All of this area up here should fit the rest of your equipment, I would say.
Exactly,
Or
yeah.
at least most of it. Not your
Yeah.
tripods, but you know what? I'm thinking we can put the tripods in here because we're going to have an access right through there. One of the biggest conflicts we have is that he starts measuring like this and putting things together, and I look at it from the standpoint as if I was sewing, because basically it is the same principles, but we don't speak the same language. That's when the conflict starts. I just know that I measure and measure and measure and measure.
I'm ready to rip the seam.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. If we could just have like 3 days here right in a row with no rain, do you know how much we could accomplish right now on this side?
I'm going to double this, and that will provide plenty of strength anyway for my tools. Just putting in a temporary leg here, just to keep it level. I got this marine adhesive sealant. I'm going to use this to on the outside edge here, all the way down.
You know, I'm almost thinking we should go ahead and buy that 12-volt refrigerator,
Yep.
because we covered this thing up anyway, and we've got the electricity now to the house, and then we could just have cold drinks out here all the time.
Now look underneath, and that's all waterproof seamed right there. Of course, I can come back through and hit it again, a little bit caulking along the edge, which we'll do. Wait and hydrate.
What are we waiting for? We're not really waiting. We got to get back to work. The seamstress knows how to measure.
You'd think such a small area would be easy to do.
Third time's a charm. The problem is when we're measuring, he's thinking I'm thinking what he's thinking, and I'm thinking he's thinking what I'm thinking, and we're both looking at completely different things, so we're having to use visuals.
After that sentence, I'm not sure what you're thinking.
We do not approach life in the same way at all.
Why are we doing a project like this?
I don't know. We work well together, usually. Well, our daughters might say differently. In the end, we work well together. We're learning from each other. Like, I think today you've learned that I know a thing or two.
About measuring, but I am the ruler.
Yeah. Just to be fair, I have to say that in Barry's defense, he's been running a business all morning. Every time we get into a job out here on the truck camper, he ends up running inside, opening up his computer and talking on the phone for 30 to 45 minutes. And it's really hot. In his defense, he's got a lot.
Measure 4.5 inches correctly.
Yeah, in his defense, he can't measure 4.5 inches correctly. No, it's just he's got too many, what's the expression? Too many,
What's in the kitchen?
no, something about the fire. Too many
Irons in the fire.
Too many irons in the fire. He's got too many irons in the fire today. We called it a day for now. It's just too hot.
Yeah, just 2 hours out there takes everything out of you.
Well, we came back. It's not nearly as hot right now as it was earlier in the afternoon.
And trying to get the level here. It's 51 inches now. Along from there to there. We gotta build this out. I gotta tear some stuff off. I gotta take this off. We gotta find out exactly the measurement to make this thing flat.
We've got to take the siding off because as we put the tarp up and down, it's been catching at certain points and it's starting to rip the tarp.
I'm gonna cut that loose.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You have mouse poop on the bill of your hat.
Cool. Is it Mickey Mouse poop?
No, you're gonna have to shower.
I got 2 more days before I have to take one.
No, I'm not getting in that car with you tomorrow unless you
Isn't that
shower.
what RVers say, that they don't take showers or something
Yeah,
like that?
somebody said that on one of their things, that RVers tend not to take showers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not true, you guys.
No.
If you hear that, that is not true. We shower.
Unless they had the huge spiders in Arkansas, right?
We still did.
You did?
Yeah, the girls and I had a system down. 2 of us went in and quickly showered, and the other 2 stood guard with flip-flops. They were huge. We thought they were tarantulas. They were so big. They weren't. They were something else.
It's a little bit of rough rot up here.
Just a little bit.
I'm getting into it.
This guy just went by on an ATV and he looked back and then he did a quick double take and turned his head around real sharp looking at what we're doing.
Man, I wish I could be that guy on that ladder.
No, they're not saying that.
No?
They're saying those people are nuts. There's this little brown skink in here. Let's see if I can fish him out. There he is. They are so cool. He's under the leaves. Let's see if I can get him. I'm not gonna pick him up though because I've got, oh there he is. He's in between the blocks. Here he is. I have off on my hands which can burn them, so I don't wanna, but look how pretty he is. If you can see him, I don't know if I'm getting him very well. He thinks I'm the enemy, which if I were that little and everything was hunting me, I guess I would feel that way too. There he is, isn't he? Just, yeah, that's full grown. The little brown skink.
Full grown?
Yep.
Let's see if that top board there is salvageable. And if it is, great, but I won't know that until I get that whole thing off. It looks great. So it's only the top part that's on it.
Well, that's good.
So I can start tying in right now.
So that's the platform for the toolboxes.
It is.
What are the plans, boss? Whoa. Grandpa, we have a little map here by the boss.
Okay, is he drawing out plans for me?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Can you see all that?
Yeah, he wants an ocean plan, like a lot of waves, and is that what we're going for?
We're trying to smooth that edge out so the tarp doesn't catch on it as badly.
I think when we come back, we're going to start tying in that shelf, which I was hoping to do today, but we had to see what was good up above and get some measurements from there. We will hopefully be able to get back on this in another week. It's taking a little bit of time. If you like this, please subscribe, like, and comment below. We got to make room for SuzAnne underneath the sink. And we got to...
Oh, say that again. I thought you were joking. Do it gracefully for the camera.